Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode on the Profile with Aesthetics. Today I have an interesting guest for you. Well, a CEO actually, from what I know, but then I'll let him do the rest of the introduction. It's all about knowing our profile, so he would get to introduce himself and tell you everything there is you need to know. I'll be right back. Welcome back. And today, this is our guest. He will tell you everything, which includes his name even. Welcome, boss.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's nice to have you here.
Uh,
Please, I would like you to make an introduction and tell us about you, a little biography if you can chip in that.
I know. My name is Adigoke, but everybody knows me as Goke for short. So,
Before you continue, I have a question.
mhm.
Goke. Bro, I was actually pronouncing your name in a different way, but then it's all up to you. And now that you've corrected the name, continue.
Yeah, no problem. It's normal. A lot of people get it wrong, but like
Yeah.
I don't take offense to it. It's all good.
Okay.
So yeah, Adigoke, I'm a creative.
Mm.
I'm into photography. I'm into business in general. I have a brand, World at Your Feet. You guys can check it out. It's a clothing brand, and I hope to create a community with
I
my
told you
brand.
he's a CEO from what I know, so he's actually right. He owns the
Yeah.
brand World at Your Feet.
Yeah, so World at Your Feet is going to be a community through clothes.
Yeah.
And I hope to tap with, as a creative myself, I hope to like use my clothes to connect to other creatives. Of recent, I'm branching into that even more by like the last drop I did. I made sure to have specific people that I'd interview wearing my clothes, talking about like their experience with modeling as their own creative energy thing, like that.
So when it comes to your clothing brand, you're not actually stopping at just clothing. You are trying to venture into photography. That includes modeling and shows that actually reveal stories behind whatever it is you are actually bringing into the industry.
Definitely.
What at your feet? At first, it was all looking nice. It was about stickers, drawings, and a lot of characters on your feet. But then later on, it grew wild and everything changed. The fonts, the design, everything turned out to be, I could say, we were living in a peaceful community before we left and moved into a horror, a haunted house. You get that type of thing. What is the story behind the whole change? Is not sudden. The whole change in the
recent design, that's like the haunted kind of design you're referring to.
Not actually the haunted one. It was you using write-ups characters like I saw one about Drake, or is it just it was that colorful and it was like looking like the normal, but then the whole font changed, the words, the letters, and everything was just wild. If you look at it, you'll be like, there's a story behind it.
I feel like with me, at first I said everything I've done so far is actually personalized, but like I'm just marketing my own personal interest.
Yeah.
So it's like at first I said we're like trying to create designs out of my interest in music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what came up with the like
Now
trying
I
to
get
design
it.
different stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can sell this. I'm a big J. Cole fan, so I was like, let me design J. Cole tees and stuff. I was like, okay, I can design other artists and stuff. Like that's what I was doing, and I started selling them. I was like, you know what, let me design my own clothes, and then let me try and put my own impact here. Let me try and put my own meaning.
Since you've actually started somewhere and people actually
let me try and put my own meaning into certain things. I created the Love Over Lost drop.
That's where the whole thing changed.
Yeah, that was my most personal drop so far, where it was like from my experiences with relationships and just people in general, where I feel like moving forward for anything healthy in your life, you have to always prioritize love itself over like lost.
But then if you ask me, if you say it's relating to you being in a relationship and a lot of partners say, if that made you actually think about that and the whole change in the fit you actually do, then I think something actually really went wrong in the whole relationship.
No, like at the same time, aside from personal experiences, it's like it's not just about relationships and close. Like when I say like love over lost, I also mean like lost for like I'm just thinking deeply. I'm thinking about lost for money, lost for power, lost for not necessarily just like always in relationships. Like I wanted to create something around that theme, and like how I live my life was like choosing to choose love over certain material things, not necessarily like personal relationships. Do you understand what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So now it's you actually jumping out of relationship topics that I want to jump into. I'm taking you in here, bringing yourself out.
Okay. What do you want? What are you trying to find out?
What was it then with the relationship that actually made you think about the lust for other things and the love you were going through that actually went in for a collabo to actually make that whole design?
I feel like for me, I found myself always being in a position where it was like, I want to try and do what is always genuine. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Fair.
And I was like, even if it was at my expense, like, even if I'm not necessarily gaining from it, I wanted to do something that was genuine. I was like, okay, I'm not gaining. Most people will, in a relationship, will claim they love someone, but will always be putting their own self-interest first. So that's where, like, the lost thing comes from. Do you understand?
Fair.
I was in a relationship where I felt like this person was only doing certain things at their own interest. Do you understand that?
But don't you think that's everything everybody with the recent times is actually doing?
Well, definitely, like times change, but like that's who I am. I don't feel like I have to do what everybody is doing. Do you understand? Like,
but don't you make sacrifices?
That's what I'm talking about. It's like love itself is sacrifice. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like you're choosing to love someone, you're choosing to sacrifice someone, you're going to put your own, like the other person's needs over your own needs. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So like,
we'll be right back. Welcome back. After lust and love, it kept going darker and deeper inside. One thing is, from the whole thing that I was going through, I just don't want to make myself believe that it's in my head, whatever it is I'm thinking. I just happen to make myself believe that something is definitely going on in your head to make you decide this whole idea is that it's getting deeper, day in, day out. The more you go into it, the more it's getting darker. To the extent we've got to a stage that you have a printed tease, you have a design about the Halloween haunted. The whole concept about that whole thing was just going deep, darker. In there is something. So tell me what it is, and if what I'm thinking is actually right or it's just in my head.
Well, with the Halloween one, I can't lie. There was a contest. There was a contest to design something for like it was a merch contest basically for a Halloween party. So like I was like, this is a creative space. I feel like it's an opportunity for me to show my ability as a creative and just like what I can design. So genuinely, like that was all it was. Like I was just like trying to show my own creative skill with my own design.
Halloween print.
Yeah.
The rest,
well, so far the only personalized drop I actually have has just been the Love I Lost. I don't think I've actually had any other personal drops so far. Apart from It Is What It Is. Which is like
apart from you said it's the personal one now, apart from
It Is What It Is like my thing, like it's my slogan, like no matter what happens.
That's
like,
what you want to say all the time.
It is what it is.
It is what it is actually. Okay. Are you the only one sitting down to make the whole designs and the whole thing, or you have backups to check in with whatever it is you're actually designing?
No, I'm the only one sitting down to design everything. Yeah.
It's all about what you feel and what you want people to see.
I'm not necessarily working with anyone at the moment, but I do have people who are supporting the brand, helping me repost everything. Shout out to Akeze.
Okay.
Yeah, June. A lot of people that are still helping me push the brand.
Yeah.
And everything. But when it comes to like just designing what I'm putting out, I feel like everything is coming from what I want.
I told you there's something going on with your brand. The all there is having a skull instead. So you don't want me to go home and start rethinking the whole idea I had that this is just normal.
I was looking for what to use to make him unique.
Yeah.
I was like, new world. I was like, I don't know what else to like put to make, to make it look unique, to make it look different. I just want to put new. I was like two players. Like, okay, change up the O, put something else. The one I was going to do for the girls was going to have like, if you're familiar with Hello Kitty,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to put like a Hello Kitty as the old kind of thing. So it's like, okay, something for the guys. I just put a score. Like, sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be
Is
creative.
it mostly about the guys? Your brand, is it mostly about the guys or?
Well, I'm trying to get more females involved. I'm going to definitely make more female clothing moving forward.
But at first, it was all about the male outfit. No, definitely the tees and all.
Tees are for both genders, in
Yeah.
a sense. It's like, yeah. But then so far the drops, I want to try and make it more gender inclusive for everybody, and everything's like this recent jackets that I did. I made sure to make
I
it
see the
pink.
varsity, the one
Yeah.
that had pink for the ladies.
Yeah, I made sure to have the pink one.
Did it really have to be pink?
I don't know, man. They said I only like black, so I'm like,
Exactly. It was all black and white, black.
that's also my persona. Like, that's just me. I always wear black.
I don't want to believe it's actually normal. Seriously, if you ask me, but he's still insistent.
Anyone that knows me knows it's normal since like secondary school.
Well, recently, hold up, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Recently, there was an act from you that was ready to push a lot of individuals like me and my fellow accomplice into depression, which includes you is it you trying to jump into a relationship, or is it you actually displaying public affection, PDA of sort? What's the whole story behind it?
Wait, what act? Like, what are you referring to in particular?
The relationship, the word you went out, will you be my girlfriend? Something about that. There was a post from you, a very wide post. It was just going down that night, but a lot was happening. So, what happened?
What happened? Yeah, I asked someone to be my girl. I was like, out of the time of like not being, single, I said, let me just post. Like, let me, because I've been quiet for too long. I said, let me, let me put something out there. Well, yeah.
Well, did you really have to do it that well that you had to have, I want you to be my girlfriend? There were a lot of mad pictures. If you did not see that, then I'm sorry for actually telling you. There were a lot of mad pictures. Bro, we couldn't sleep that night because we were overthinking. At least spoons or something. Bouquet is actually there enjoying his life. She is actually lucky, I wouldn't lie. But then, there it is.
Well, I feel I'm romantic at heart. I feel like if I'm going to do something, I have to do it to the ground.
Fair.
Just that I have been quiet over the years. I haven't been in a relationship for time. So it's like nobody really knew that side of me. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like now that I just popped out with that side of me, everybody's like, oh, he did this, he did that.
You
But
can't blame us.
always been me. I can't blame you guys still, but yeah, it wasn't like I was just doing my thing. I can't.
So, are you thinking there would be something about before it was lost or love because a lot was going down there? So now that you actually decide to pick up a relationship back, do you think there will be anything out there in the nearest future that is actually showing that yes, I have added some meaning to my life, which includes your girlfriend at the moment?
In what sense? Like
The drops you're going to have in the nearest future.
that's the thing. I feel just like, for example, like the love I lost wasn't just about like one person. It wasn't about one person. It's like me being a creative and how I perceive certain things, relationships in general. So it wasn't like it was never focused about just one person. It was like everything in general. So I don't think I would even do anything to put my relationship on the spot or anything like that. So like I'm not going to create anything centered on just one person or even though like creative energy can come out of your relationships, I still wouldn't do anything to put my partner or God forbid an ex-partner on the spot. So it's like for me it's just about like how I see things.
I don't understand God forbid ex-partner.
Like you're talking about my current relationships. I have to say God forbid now that it can't be my ex-partner.
Okay. I will still tell you, you're so lucky. He can't think about. I would stop there. What's your biggest red flag in humans first?
Lack of compromise. That's the biggest red flag in humans. I feel like not being able to put aside your own interest to help somebody do something is the biggest red flag. Like, um, my friend needs help to do something. I'm feeling tired, whatever, whatever. You not being able to find that energy to just be like, oh, let me go and help my friend. It's a red flag. I feel like we as humans, like we kind of exist to help each other in a certain sense.
Yeah.
So it's like you not being able to do that is just like things that you feel like certain things are all about you, like a self-centered narrative. And this is not to say that like you should always throw yourself out there. Like I'm not saying don't put yourself first.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there are certain things where you have to compromise for the sake of like a healthy relationship.
But then, don't you think people go through a lot that they can't actually do what you expect them to do at the right time?
Oh no, definitely there are circumstances. It's like certain things aren't always like a black or white kind of thing. Like it's never always it's not always like an either this or either that.
Yeah.
So like certain things aren't play. I feel like in those kind of scenarios where you can't do something, I'll just like explain to that person and hope that that person understands. If the other person doesn't understand, like you've done your best to communicate your current predicament, like why you can't do or meet the needs of this person at the time. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. What's the best time you have your best work done?
The best time?
You have your best work done.
Is that like asking like the period of time I feel like my most creative?
Yeah. You feel comfortable doing everything about world that you fit.
Ironically, I feel like it's when I'm under pressure.
You too.
Yeah.
My last guest said he likes when he's under pressure.
I feel like the mentality of it's like, bro, you need to get this done. You need to step up. You need to tap into this creative energy. You need to think about it. You need to be relentless. Like sometimes as a creative, there's also like the fear of wanting to put something else, but not being sure how other people will perceive what you're putting out. Those kind of things. So it's like when that pressure is there, you're not thinking about those things anymore. You're thinking about how you need to grow as an individual. You're thinking about how you need to make a living, make money off what you're trying to say. You need to put yourself out there. So it's like when that pressure is there, it's like when I'm my most creative, when I'm most, I'm not in my comfort zone. Yeah. You understand?
That's where you feel comfortable doing whatever it is.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ironically.
Don't you think is there any certain situation that actually you think people did not accept what you did in one of your creativity?
The thing is, even if people didn't accept, I wouldn't know. Like, I'm not perceptive. I'm open to criticism. Like, I'm open to criticism and everything, but I'm not necessarily always looking for what someone has to say. So unless somebody directly comes to me and be like, oh, I thought so, 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 I'm not looking at what the critics have to say. I'm just doing my thing and I'm just moving. The thing is like, no matter whatever you want to put out, there's always going to be people that are not going to like it. So it's like,
Fair enough.
I'm just putting my thing out. I'm just moving. You get?
And it's going the way you expect it to.
Yeah, it's going the way I said it to, more or less.
What's the goal with being a creative?
Self-expression to the max, and for every creative, I can feel that every creative can get what they desire out of their creativity. Some people desire fame, some people desire like the recognition, some people desire to monetize their creativity. I desire to monetize my creativity, and like in the sense that I can do my creativity in a place that I'm so comfortable, I'm happy with what I'm putting out. I know that I'm also making a change with my creativity. I have big plans for the brand. Hopefully, by the grace of God, I won't say this. I'll keep it. I'll keep this in.
Okay.
But like, by the grace of God, I mean, we'll look back at this clip by the time I've done it, and we'll see.
From what he said now, he's actually cooking. He's in the kitchen cooking.
I'm
so
cooking.
You guys should expect it hot.
Yeah.
People, I saw an ex comment, an ex post the other day about people saying there are too much clothing brand out there. It's high time a lot of people keep it low and quit doing clothing and branding and creativity about clothing. What's your opinion about that?
Am I allowed to use bad words?
I don't know. Is YouTube allowed to use bad words?
I don't know, Sha. It's BS. Yeah, it's BS. I feel like, and I'll say this why because
Yeah.
there are a million and one businesses in the world.
Right.
Aside from like clothing brands,
Yeah.
businesses in general are a million and one. And you can't say that because there are a million businesses out there, I'm not going to start my own business. A millionaire will never tell you not to start your business. An
You wouldn't.
artist will never tell you not to
They
paint.
wouldn't.
And any other brand guy that's doing their own thing will never tell you not
They're
to
not
start
to
their
do.
own brand.
They wouldn't.
Because the thing is that everybody always has something to say when you're not inside it. They always have something to discourage you, but like you just have to do what you want to do, bro. Like genuinely speaking, you have to do what you want
Nobody give
to
a
do.
about it.
You genuinely have to do what you want to do because it's like I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, sometimes I understand that some people might start it because it's a trend. Sometimes they think it's a get money, get money quick kind of thing. But like at the same time, there are people who are starting this thing because they want to, like because they have some kind of passion for it, because they feel
But
like they
aside the
can make a
passion, the
change.
other things you mentioned, are they not basically the reason why a lot of people venture into it?
Yeah, and even if I feel like these are the reasons, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like there's nothing wrong to say, I'm a businessman, I can design, I can make clothes, I will do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, even if you're not passionate about it. Even if you feel like there's a market that people are tapping into and you want to get into that market, that's business.
True.
If you feel like there's branding, like branding is what's popular right now, you said create your own brand, that's business. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? If it collapses, it collapses. Like, life moves on. Like, honestly speaking, like, I feel as a generation where like we're so out of touch with a lot of things and we're so quick to hate.
True.
Because I feel like we don't keep the same energy with stuff like people that decide to create their YouTube channels, things like that. It's usually when it's has something to do with a product, something that actually involves people's money. That's when there's a quick hit. Like because you see when people start a YouTube channel, nobody's really hating. But even if
they'll do like everything is about social media, just jump into it.
Just jump into it. So it's like when it comes to an actual product, actual money and everything, like they love to be like, oh, this is not worth my money, it's not anything. But like, yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, no matter how expensive something is, somebody's going to buy it.
Exactly. Only if the person doesn't have interest in it. Who is your biggest support?
I have to say my family, my mom, my dad, my brother. Yeah, my biggest support. Then second to that, my close circle of friends.
Yeah.
Akeze, Joan, Mano, Pencil Spark.
I would help him say it. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to all of you guys. I could go on and on really with Nifemi. So yeah, those are some of the biggest supporters. My current partner,
Captain Neon, yeah.
Captain Neon, yes. Yeah, Nifemi, he's one of my biggest supporters. A very close brother-like figure. You understand? Yeah. My partner at the moment is one of my biggest supporters.
I want to ask you this now that I've seen you in person. Your twin, even though you keep denying he's not your twin.
I feel like you're about to say franchise. I'm about to say franchise.
He actually knows it's sweet, but he keeps denying the fact that he has a twin.
Bro, everybody keeps saying I look like franchise. I don't see it.
It's not like you look like franchise. You guys look alike. I wouldn't say you look like franchise. It's just like actually stepping you down. But then you guys look alike. It's not like franchise is not. I would actually have to put his picture when I'm trying to explain this fact for you guys. He is a twin to franchise. I'll remove my picture there and put it so that you guys would see it. Well, he said he's not.
I don't see it, Charles. People can say they see it, but me, I don't see it. I refuse to see it.
You don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
But actually, you know that people have said it a lot.
People have said it a lot. That's why I already knew we were going to say it. I was like,
fair enough. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Yeah. The profile with Asadix is all about getting to know our profiles, people that come on the channel, yeah? So I would like you to use 5 words to describe you.
5 words. First one probably be
at least 5 words.
Yeah, hardworking.
Hardworking.
I believe I'm hardworking. Kind of rigid. Yeah, like I'm not very. I wouldn't say I'm open to new things, but like I'm not. Like I want what I want. Like do you understand?
You stick to one thing.
If I stick to one thing, I'm sticking to that thing. Like that's my mentality. Sometimes I'm antisocial. I feel like a lot of people don't know my offline persona. Like
that's what I've been trying to get out of you, and it's becoming a problem. Okay, he's antisocial.
Yeah, low key,
Three.
low key. I might be able to get like a good feedback from people from like the things I'm doing online, everything, but I don't feel like I really talk to people a lot.
Fair.
So yeah, but that's the thing. What else? My personality. Again, I don't know if being a creative is part of my personality,
He's
but
a
yeah,
creativity.
I do love arts,
Being creative,
anime,
yeah.
everything, creative, animation. I love it all. So yeah. Fifth thing about me is um I'm a quiet person, I guess.
He's literally telling you guys he's an introvert in a way and
Yeah,
ambivert. Not
ambivert.
fully an extrovert, introvert, and a bit of being an ambivert at some point.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it as an ambivert. Aside being creative, what other things do you?
Well, I'm into photography. I guess a part of my creativity as well.
Yeah.
And then other things that I want to monetize. Probably going to have like a real estate agency thing coming up recently. So like yeah, that's just me being into business and like I want to
You in school, right?
my knowledge. Yeah, I'm still in
What
school.
are you studying?
Business admin.
Okay, now I understand why everything is about
Yeah.
getting the bag. He's really chasing it. It's
Yeah.
running
So
away. Adebuke is which?
that's Yoruba.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not a rubber person, so you guys shouldn't blame me actually.
It's
But
all
yeah,
good.
even though I know the idea has to do with something that. Anyways, the profile with the Sadix have a gift for you.
Uh,
And this
uh,
is sorry, the bag is too small for the frame this time around. Take a look.
that's cool, man. So thanks so much for this.
You're
Honestly.
actually most welcome. Before he is done with it, you guys should do well to like, subscribe, and also share. Do well to drop a comment in the comment section. If you have anybody you want to see on this show, you have access to the person, you can actually send him my way. I'll be there.
Yeah, this is too tough. This is too tough.
You're
Yeah.
most welcome.
Thank you so much for this, man. I
You're
appreciate
most
it.
welcome.
This is cool, man.
Like I said, send him my way. You can find me on all socials and Asadix as long as you write Asadix. As long as you write Asadix, you get to see me. You will see Asadix and try to find if it's me there, please.
Yeah.
Then, where can our viewers find you on your socials?
All my socials are Goke_O. Everything, Twitter,
Goke
TikTok.
_O.
Yeah.
Goke O.
I see.
That's him for you.
But I do have a question for you that I was wondering, like, because I'm also interested in other creatives.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, when's ad profile for Sadiq? Like,
I'm just the type of person that actually want to know more about people. I find the idea of I don't mind getting on social media, yeah, and adding every list of person I can actually come across. Like for instance, Snapchat, you have the quick add thing. I can just go and add until I get to a certain limit. Snap will tell me, you are not allowed to. And I don't mind getting everybody to accept that same day, trying to initiate conversation. That's one thing. So with Instagram and all the other socials, that's the point. I just don't mind getting to know people. So I was like, if I really wanted people out there who wants to know about people who are doing a lot outside. I'm not doing anything yet, but I know people are out there.
no.
If my platform is not going to do what is necessary for them, at least I brought somebody there and I had a talk with him to actually understand the person.
I feel like you're capitalizing on your ability to like interact with people and like be social.
Fair enough.
So I feel like that's very good. I feel like you never know what things will turn into. The other time a guy was telling me like, oh, like he doesn't want to continue. His guy is like a small business, like he doesn't want to continue this for so long. But it's like people don't look past the current level that they are. I feel like just expand your mind. Like you never know what profile Sadiq can go into, and I feel like this is
with the time now that we're going to, it's hard to actually reach out to people if you ask me. So getting to reach out to people is what's going to make me. I think I would give up or stop at some point. But then for now, let's see how things go.
We hope for the best. Professor Sadiq is looking promising.
Thank you very much, boss. That I think it's high time I get something from all that you fit. I just hope I can. But then it is what it is, like you said. Thank you for actually honoring the invitation, and thank you
Definitely,
guys
no
for
problem.
actually
Thank you for
watching.
having me.
Watch out for more. I don't know, but yeah, we hope so. It's
Alright.
nice to have you guys there, and also see you next time. Bye.
Alright, man. This is great, man. Thanks a lot for having me, bro.
You're most welcome, boss.
Yeah, all good, man.